Good morning, everybody. Here are some words I feel like I've been waiting a very long time to say on the vlogs. Welcome to the first show of 2023. Hello everybody, it's Editing Flow here, and the irony is I've come on here to reassure you that in these videos where I look, I think, quite ill with bags under my eyes and not the best skin, that it's all okay because it was actually just my exam season, but I actually sound iller now than I did then. But this was all filmed a month ago. Yeah, I feel like I look very run down. And so these clips, this is just me telling you that I'm all good. Cool. Let's roll the clips. The last time I was out competing was Bicton back in October, which kind of feels like a lifetime ago, so I am very excited to put an end to the no competition streak. But I headed to do some combined training with Atty today at Cherwell. He is actually in there, just not looking very social, clearly. So combined training today, we're just going to go and do the 100, so dressage test followed by a round of show jumps. We're hot off the back of a Ros canter session yesterday, so it'll be great to kind of put what she taught us in practice and just see where we are ahead of the eventing season. He's going to start a few weeks after Star, who's feeling a lot more social. I'm hoping to get him out the first couple of weeks of the season, I think week 2 maybe, and have some time to focus on him. So it's just good to know in the background what needs working on with Atty before he gets out. So yes, very excited. I'm gonna get him ready now. Luckily, because we had a session last night, he's actually looking quite clean. So let's go. Here he is, the man of the hour. Gonna try and load one-handed. What do we think? Is it gonna happen? Come on. Come on. Good boy. There we go. And time out one-handed. But yeah, it's going to be very nice to have him out. The last time he was out in the lorry was probably like this lorry to compete. It was probably Cornbury, because we did Osberton from Loughborough with Rochelle and obviously Bicton. So it's nice about competing in this lorry again. See you on the other side, mate. We are well en route. I say well en route, we are actually just arriving. So I'm going to spin you around in a second because I've been trying to work out what they're going to do. They've got 3 arenas, but they kind of need 4 if you've got dressage, show jumping and 2 warm-ups. So I'm intrigued to see if they're going to split the main arena. It's all going to be a big mystery, but we're pulling up and let's see what's going on. I wonder if they've resurfaced the driveway. Different gate? Yeah, that's different. You used to have a gate there. So this was an automatic gate. And that doesn't look very automatic. Just have to keep whizzing in. We've obviously got arena eventing on at some point because they've got cross-country fences on there. I know, we had to figure out where the warm-up is. All over there. Do you think they are doing it like that? Look, fancy dressage arena. Dry road stuff. Right, putting the numbers in. It's very show ready. The last time I would have put bridal numbers on would either have been Bicton or Osberton.
What do you mean when you say you?
What do you mean when you...
Do you mean someone?
No.
Not necessarily you. Most likely one of your minions.
I.e. me. That's, you weren't even there for half of Bicton or half of Osberton, so I don't know how you'd have put the number bibs on from miles away.
I'm always there when you need me, Flo.
There we go. Number 15, is that going to be our lucky number? Probably not. Yeah. Going for a little course walk. The fences are still at 90 actually, I hadn't even thought about that. But while there's nothing in here, it's going to...
So you really want to come more around, don't you?
Yes. Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong fence. Show gear on. I missed being all in my nice new show gear. I have a new show shirt from Angkor Equestrian, which I came across at the London International Horse Show this year, and I was literally like, I have to have it. And I told Mum, I was like, do I do it? Do I not do it? And then lo and behold, it was under the Christmas tree a few days later, so I'm really excited to wear this. I obviously have my signature Equator riding tights on because I absolutely love them and wouldn't compete in anything else, and I feel good to go. First dressage test of the year. Right, hello everybody and welcome to the first Flow React hair dressage test of the year. Not really starting off as I mean to go on because I've got a cold, so you can probably tell in my voice. And I also lost my dressage sheet because it was over a month ago since this happened. However, I can tell you right here and right now, we were very consistent. We got either a 6.5 or a 7 for every single movement throughout the dressage test, so there really wasn't much variation of marks. So instead, I'm just going to give you my thoughts, having not watched this test in about a month. Here we go, let's just dive straight in. I don't even know what movement I'm doing, is it a serpentine? On the whole, I was actually really pleased with how Atty went this day. A couple of moments like there, I let his head get a little bit sort of low and his pole wasn't the highest point, which is something I've been working really hard on because he loves to put his pole down and I actually love to let him. I don't know why, it's just not something I pick up on when I ride. I thought that transition into canter was quite good. But on the whole, I thought he actually did look quite elevated, like here in this canter. That's not his strongest suit. We get quite flat quite easily, and I thought he did a pretty good job. Again, I was actually quite happy with that downwards transition. Our trot walk transitions definitely need a little bit more work. I think we sort of fell into that one. And then my sort of favourite battle of trying to get him to walk forward without getting him to jog, but it was alright, and he stretched down in that free rein long walk, which is always a good thing. But yeah, definitely could have done with just a little bit more forward momentum in this walk because we really are not covering much ground at all. Up into the trot again, I was reasonably happy with that transition, and I think his trot work looks quite nice here, and another, in my opinion, reasonable canter transition. Now here he started to have a little bit of enough of me. I kind of talk about this in the outro, but he's not super school fit because we'd had so much like frozen weather and Star's been my priority because he's starting eventing like sooner, and I was asking quite a lot of him. I was asking him to perform sort of, you know, at the top end of what we have been practicing since we've been back in work, just, you know, really big forward canter. And I think that last canter he just went, oi, you know, you're asking quite a lot of me, and I think I did back off a little bit in my riding after that, but I'm not too fast. You know, a month down the line he's a lot fitter, and if I went into the test I'd try and ride him through that and hope that he wouldn't have that sort of slightly sassy reaction, but it's marginal. I thought that serpentine was quite nice. I thought he was holding his head in a better position, maybe not that last bit you just saw, but the rest of it, and again moving with, you know, relative freedom, looking quite comfortable and happy and flowing, which, you know, that's what we want to be. We don't want to look stilted. His head's dropped a little bit too low there. Again, I just need to be quicker at picking up on those things, but on the whole I thought it was a fairly accurate test and quite nice. Oh, this halt, yeah, frustrated me, but I don't think it looks so bad from the judge's point of view because we either got a 6.5 or a 7 for it, so definitely looked worse from Mum's angle. Right, dressage is all done. I'm going to try and prop you up whilst I put on my gloves because we've got quite a quick turnaround for jumping. You literally can't see me like that. Okay, quickly. Dressage all done. I thought it was alright for a first test of the year. I really didn't think it was awful. It was nothing special, definitely a few areas to work on, but it felt, and I haven't seen a score and I haven't seen a video, but it felt like it had a little bit more oomph. Still not obviously like at some of the fancy floaty horses, but I'm trying to just get that elevation a little bit. And I think half of the second canter he was just a bit like, oi, you know, stop trying to force me to be more. Fair enough, you know, with everything having been frozen, he's not as canter fit as I'd like him. He's done so much trotting, road work, but cantering still has a little way to go. So I thought it was a good first, you know, like a, what would you call it, like a rung for the year. It's a good first one. Obviously lots to improve on, and we'll see what the judges think. Good luck, guys. There he is, all finished. That wasn't my finest work, to be totally honest with you. But we should debrief in a minute. There are some chips on the cards first, I think. We are en route home from the first competition of the year, and that's a bit unexpected. That's a third place right there, in case anyone was wondering. So, very, very briefly, obviously had a little bit of a chat to you after the dressage test. I was quite pleased with it. I thought it maybe lacked anything incredible, but I didn't think there were any obvious mistakes, and actually for once the judge agreed. We got 33 and every single score on our test sheet was either a 6.5 or a 7, so no major areas of kind of that she didn't like. I was surprised how much she liked our walk. She gave us a 7 for our medium walk both times. I thought that was a little lackluster, but you know, we take what we can get around here. And then onto the show jumping. I felt, again, it was a little bit lackluster. Obviously I had my session with Ross Cantor last night. He's not super fit, he's been doing loads of sort of hacking and road work, but arena fit, jump fit, he's really not maybe as fit as he would be if we hadn't had loads of this frozen weather, which meant we haven't been able to get in the arena. So I think perhaps he was maybe a little bit tired, but that's also, you know, that's the excuse. I thought he still jumped pretty nicely, just maybe without that kind of oomph that he jumped with at, like, say, Cornbury or Osberton at the end of last season, where he really wanted to pick his feet up. So you will have seen we had that early pole at fence 2, which is a little frustrating, but maybe made me ride a little bit better. And I also think I'm just like a touch rusty, like it takes me a split second longer to make decisions at the moment. You know, am I going for this stride or that stride, or, you know, what am I doing? And you can't really afford to be doing that in a show jumping round. Definitely some sessions, like training sessions, would be great on the cards, because it wasn't maybe a pretty round, a little bit landing on the wrong leg then, because we're in a competition environment, just getting on with it. But it's really nice to have kind of set off on the season, like feel like we're going in the right direction, we're getting out, we're doing stuff, and now at least we know what we've got to work on. I've got to work on keeping my show jumping a little bit prettier, let's say. But to finish third at the first show of the year, let's hope that sets the tone for the year. So I'm very happy with that, and I hope you guys enjoyed it being the first show vlog back. If you did, be sure to leave a big thumbs up, comment below, subscribe. There's going to be hopefully lots more where this one came from, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.